Welcome, dear listeners, to another chilling episode of our scary stories. I am your host, guiding you through the unknown, the eerie, the realms that exist just beyond the reach of our understanding. Tonight, we bring you Stellar Intrusion, the Whispering Shadows, a journey into the heart of a cosmic horror. In the quiet town of Astoria, ordinary lives are about to collide with extraordinary events. Brace yourself as we unravel a sinister plot of alien communication, interdimensional abductions, and a young girl whose destiny intertwines with a mystery as old as the stars themselves. So, turn off the lights, let the outside world fade away. Listen as the whispering shadows start to speak. In the untouched serenity of the rural town of Astoria, the distant hills undulated like waves frozen in time, their tops just touching the cool, sapphire blanket of the evening sky. The homes, a tableau of charm and simplicity, had front porches adorned with carefully nurtured flowers, painting a picture of tranquility. Amidst this peaceful backdrop lived Clara, a young girl of 12, known for her striking auburn hair and eyes as deep as the midnight sky. On this particular evening, Clara lay awake, her youthful curiosity piqued by the whispers of an impending meteor shower. As the moon claimed the sky, she slipped from her creaky oak bed, her small feet padding softly across the cool wooden floor of her room. The house was bathed in the peaceful chorus of crickets, a lullaby that carried Clara out into the night, her heart beating a rhythm of thrill and anticipation. The outskirts of Astoria were draped in the crisp night air, the scent of fresh earth and pine mingling with the slight nip of the impending autumn. Every rustle of the leaves and the gentle breeze felt like a secret shared between her and the cosmos. Finding a grassy knoll overlooking the town, she lay down, her small frame barely making an indentation in the emerald carpet beneath. A meteor shower began, bathing the silent night with celestial fire. Meteors, like silver strokes of an invisible painter, streaked across the canvas of the sky. Clara's breath hitched as a particularly bright meteor, a ball of burning sapphire and emerald, separated from the cosmic ballet and plummeted earthwards, landing in the nearby woods with a muted thud, its glow illuminating the otherwise obscure woods in an eerie light. Despite a sliver of fear threading through her veins, Clara was drawn towards the luminescent spectacle. As she approached, the chilling whispers of the nocturnal woods made her heartbeat echo in her ears, and she could feel the dewy chill seeping into her nightclothes. Yet, the unearthly glow of the meteor hypnotized her, drawing her closer. The fallen star was a kaleidoscope of colors she couldn't name, its radiance dimmed but still captivating. Emboldened by curiosity, Clara extended a trembling hand, her small fingers reaching out to the celestial enigma. The moment her fingertips brushed the rough, icy surface of the meteor, a jolt of energy coursed through her. It was as if she had touched raw lightning, the shock forcing her to retract her hand and fall back. Her world began to swirl, the trees above morphing into dancing specters under the starlit sky. The whispers of the woods seemed to grow louder, the reality of her solitude biting into her consciousness. Fear swarmed her senses as her vision blurred, her breath coming in ragged gasps. Yet, amidst the encroaching panic, she couldn't tear her gaze away from the fallen star. Its glow pulsed in sync with her rapid heartbeat, and she couldn't shake off the feeling that she had awakened something ancient, something otherworldly. As her consciousness began to slip, Clara could hear the cosmos whispering to her once more, only this time. The whispers were within her, a symphony of strange, unspoken languages that danced around her thoughts. In the quiet town of Astoria, beneath the star-strewn sky, Clara's ordinary life was transformed, her fate irrevocably entwined with the cosmos. The stars had shared their secret with her, but she was yet to comprehend its significance. And as she succumbed to the sudden exhaustion, her last glimpse was of the meteor, its light waning. The first shafts of dawn splintered through the web of branches overhead as Clara stirred back to consciousness. Her body ached as if she had run a marathon, and her mind was a whirlwind of haunting images and ethereal voices, a remnant of the alien languages she had heard. Groggy and disoriented, she managed to sit up, her gaze straying to the now dull, charred stone. It looked so ordinary, so earthly, as if mocking her vivid memories of the night before. But the chill that coursed through her, despite the soft warmth of the rising sun, was a stark reminder of the surreal encounter. With a resolve fueled by dread and curiosity, Clara staggered to her feet and retraced her steps back to her home, the silence of the dawn echoing the turmoil within her. The world seemed different, as if the meteor had not just crashed on the outskirts of her quiet town, but also into the familiar reality she'd known. The scent of her mother's pancakes wafted through the air as she walked into her house, a comforting normalcy against the backdrop of the surreal night. But the dreams came that night, dreams filled with landscapes that seemed as alien as they were beautiful. Great, glassy towers that stretched into the sky, strange celestial bodies illuminating a sky that wasn't hers, and creatures so bizarrely elegant, their voices a hauntingly familiar tune in the symphony of her slumber. And there were symbols, too. They swirled around her mind like cosmic fireflies, patterns and designs unlike anything she had seen. As she woke, she found her fingers moving of their own accord, sketching these alien symbols on a notepad beside her bed, the graphite pencil barely keeping up with her thoughts. Days turned into weeks, and Clara's behavior became a spectacle. The drawings of otherworldly symbols filled her school notebooks, the margins of her textbooks, and the walls of her room. The quiet, unassuming girl was now a hub of strange happenings, her actions sparking a mix of concern and fear among the small community of Astoria. Clara's dreams also evolved, images and symbols giving way to phrases in the alien language she'd first heard the night of the meteor shower. She began speaking the language, her words a haunting melody of unrecognizable syllables, her voice taking on a distant, eerie tone that sent chills down the spine of anyone who heard it. Her parents, loving yet bewildered, tried to understand. They had seen their young daughter change in inexplicable ways they couldn't fathom or combat. Feeling desperate and out of depth, they sought the only man in Astoria who might have answers, Dr. Albert Lawson, the town's local historian and a self-professed enthusiast of all things extraterrestrial. As the orange hue of another evening spread across Astoria, the town was still unaware of the magnitude of the cosmic drama unfolding in their midst. The ordinary had been touched by the extraordinary, and the world as they knew it was quietly tilting on its axis, caught in the silent symphony of the cosmos. Dr. Albert Lawson was an enigma, his silvered hair standing out in rebellious tufts, spectacles permanently perched on the bridge of his nose, and a perpetually intrigued gleam in his eyes. His home, a repurposed barn at the edge of Astoria, was a labyrinth of dusty books, strange artifacts, and countless notes scrawled in his spidery handwriting. When Clara and her parents arrived, the cobweb-draped chandelier trembled, casting long, puppet-like shadows on the parchment-colored walls. The air smelled of old paper and stale coffee, with an undertone of something metallic. The strange surroundings, the muffled ticking of several clocks layered over the distant hum of Dr. Lawson's antiquated computer, only added to the sense of trepidation snaking around Clara's heart. As Clara was ushered into Dr. Lawson's crowded study, the mild-mannered historian's interest piqued at the sight of her drawings. His fingers traced the strange symbols, his brows knitted in concentration, the faint stirrings of recognition flickering in his eyes. "You've seen these before." Clara's father, a robust man with soft eyes and a perpetually worried brow, asked. "Similar, yes, but not the same," Dr. Lawson admitted, riffling through piles of papers to produce a dog-eared book, its cover embossed with symbols eerily similar to Clara's drawings. These, he pointed to the book, are associated with ancient astronaut theories, the belief that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in antiquity and prehistoric times. The room fell into a stunned silence. The surreal proposition, while an answer, opened up a Pandora's box of more terrifying questions. The sense of dread that Clara had been carrying seemed to grow heavier, seeping into the very air they breathed. Dr. Lawson, with a patience born out of years of being on the fringes of belief, began his attempt to bridge the terrestrial and extraterrestrial. He explained his theories, spoke of other reported instances of mysterious encounters around the world, and his belief that Clara was a beacon, a conduit chosen for communication. Days passed in a blur of tense discussions and troubling revelations. Clara found herself torn between fear and fascination, her life swept up in a storm of alien symbols and whispered messages. She spent her days under Dr. Lawson's watchful eyes, trying to decode her dreams, her mind a swirling vortex of strange landscapes and cryptic messages. As Clara continued to scribble symbols on sheets of paper, Dr. Lawson photographed each one, feeding it into his aging computer. Despite the apprehension that hung like a specter over them, they found themselves driven by a shared sense of purpose, each strange symbol bringing them a step closer to deciphering the cosmic puzzle. In the quiet town of Astoria, under the gilded light of the setting sun, humanity's silent rendezvous with the cosmos continued. Unseen and unfathomable, the gears of a larger, alien machinery were beginning to turn. and at the heart of it was a young girl, her fate inexplicably bound to the stars. Nightfall in Astoria was often a blanket of serenity, the sky a marbled masterpiece of stars against a black canvas. But as the weeks progressed, each twilight brought a sense of anticipation, a shared silence that hovered over the town. Clara's eerie transformation had subtly rippled through the close-knit community, whispers of alien contact wrapping around hushed conversations. In the bustling heart of the town, Sam and Rose, two county sheriffs with a flair for curiosity, couldn't help but be intrigued by the strange happenings. Their lives, usually dominated by missing pets and parking violations, had suddenly stumbled upon a mystery that was as alluring as it was terrifying. Fueled by their newfound purpose, Sam and Rose decided to visit Clara, bearing offerings of strawberry pie, and attempt to normalize the otherwise extraordinary situation. They found Clara hunched over a desk at Dr. Lawson's, her hand moving swiftly over a paper, filling it with the now familiar cosmic graffiti. Their hearts echoed with the same surreal dread that had touched every soul in Astoria, a reminder of the unknown they were brushing up against. But it was Clara's distant, preoccupied gaze that unnerved them the most. Throughout the visit, Clara uttered strange sentences in the alien language, her voice a haunting melody that made their skin prickle. Dr. Lawson, with his ever-present notepad, jotted them down, a look of grave concentration on his face. Clara's not just drawing symbols. She is also speaking phrases in an alien language. I believe she is translating something, a message, maybe an instruction, from a civilization far beyond our understanding, Dr. Lawson shared, his tone solemn. Late that night, a breakthrough came. As Clara uttered a string of unfamiliar syllables, Dr. Lawson's outdated computer let out a sudden ding, signaling a match. A sentence in the alien language matched an ancient Sumerian phrase. It read, "The gate awaits." Dr. Lawson, Clara, Sam, and Rose were thrown into a frenzy of speculation. What gate were they referring to? Where was it? What did it have to do with Clara's encounters? The mystery was deepening, the quiet rural life of Astoria now caught in a cosmic whirlwind. The stars above, once familiar companions of the night, now harbored secrets that threatened to plunge the small town, and perhaps the entire world, into the abyss of the unknown. Yet, in the face of the unfathomable, a strange resolve started to form. As Clara scribbled another symbol, and Sam and Rose shared an anxious glance, they all felt it. They were a part of something bigger, a silent war of cosmic proportions. In their fear, they found courage, and in the unknown, they found purpose. The echoes from beyond were getting louder, their call impossible to ignore. As the night deepened, the town of Astoria held its breath, waiting, watching, caught on the precipice of an alien dawn. Astoria, once a tapestry of serene rural life, was now teetering on the edge of a precipice. Each new day was greeted not with the usual tranquility, but with a breathless anticipation. Its residents, from Clara and Dr. Lawson to Sam, Rose, and even the town's nosiest gossips, were entangled in the unraveling cosmic mystery. This new chapter in their lives was a silent symphony of cryptic symbols, haunting dreams, and the ominous message the gate awaits. What was once a small-town rumor had now become an undeniable reality, a terrifying dance with the unknown that had been thrust upon them. Meanwhile, in the heart of the town, the meteor site had become an eerie beacon. The once vibrant forest was now a labyrinth of charred trees, and at the center, the meteor, its inscrutable aura dominating the landscape. The townsfolk watched from a distance, the spectacle stirring a cocktail of dread and fascination within them. However, the dread intensified when a series of inexplicable events began to plague Astoria. Lights flickered mysteriously, strange noises echoed during the dead of the night, pets disappeared, only to be found in a state of terrified stupor miles away, and electronic devices went haywire. A shadow had fallen over the once peaceful town, the sinister happenings mirroring the turmoil that was unfurling in the cosmos. Clara, the eye of this storm, was changing too. The sweet, carefree girl was now an enigmatic figure, her life engulfed by the cosmic phenomena. Her dreams intensified, pulling her deeper into alien landscapes, her waking hours spent in deciphering the symbols and messages. Dr. Lawson, Sam, and Rose were her constant companions, their lives now revolving around the unworldly mystery. As Clara translated and Dr. Lawson decoded, Sam and Rose found themselves in the unfamiliar role of protectors, their duty as county sheriffs taking on an intergalactic dimension. Amidst the unsettling occurrences, Clara had another breakthrough. One morning, in the middle of a particularly vivid dream, she saw a colossal structure, alien yet oddly familiar. It stood tall, a gigantic gate adorned with the same symbols she had been drawing. The dream ended with an instruction, a cryptic message that sent chills down her spine. Find the stellar gate. As Clara shared her revelation, the room fell into a tense silence. The message was an undeniable directive from an alien force, a call to action that could change their world forever. As fear tightened its grip, so did their determination. With the new clue, the team plunged deeper into the cosmic enigma, their resolve echoing in the quiet town. Unseen, unknown, the specter of an alien intrusion loomed large over Astoria, a storm gathering on the horizon, its epicenter a young girl in a strange, celestial call that was impossible to ignore. A hint of dawn painted the horizon with soft hues as Clara's revelation echoed through Dr. Lawson's old barn. Find the stellar gate. The message from her dream was cryptic and ominous, echoing with an urgency that couldn't be ignored. The small group was left grappling with the implications. Could there be an actual, physical gate somewhere in Astoria, the key to the unfolding cosmic mystery? Was it related to the strange occurrences plaguing their town? The enigmatic gate in Clara's dream, adorned with alien symbols, held a mysterious allure that sent waves of anticipation and trepidation through each of them. Determined, they set out on their mission, their paths weaving through Astoria's familiar sights now shrouded in an air of mystery. The usually comforting smell of pine trees and damp soil was tinged with a sense of foreboding, the town's tranquility overshadowed by a quiet unrest. The meteor site, the charred heart of the forest, became their first point of interest. Sam and Rose led the expedition, their authoritative presence providing a sense of comfort. With Clara and Dr. Lawson in tow, they ventured into the forest, the crunch of dried leaves underfoot echoing in the otherwise silent morning. Despite their apprehension, they were fueled by an unwavering resolve. Clara, clutching a sketch of the stellar gate, was their guiding compass, her connection to the alien force a beacon in their journey. The forest, once a haven of natural serenity, was now a puzzle waiting to be deciphered, every rock and tree a potential clue. They scoured the meteor site, the air heavy with the residual metallic tang of the celestial rock. Sam took out a handheld device, a Geiger counter borrowed from a contact at the county health department. It clicked and whirred, reading the radiation levels around the meteor, while Rose documented the area meticulously, her camera capturing every detail. Meanwhile, Clara felt an uncanny sense of familiarity. The alien aura of the meteor was unnerving yet enticing. As she walked around, her eyes landed on a cluster of rocks, their formation oddly unnatural. She drew closer, her heart pounding as she saw what appeared to be the faint outline of a symbol, one she had been drawing repeatedly. It was barely visible, as if worn down by time. As she called the others over, their collective gasp punctuated the still forest air. There, hidden in plain sight, was their first physical evidence of the stellar gate. An ancient, alien symbol etched onto the rocks in the heart of Astoria. Their search had just begun, the journey promising to be fraught with uncertainty and danger. Yet, as they stood in the silent forest, staring at the symbol that connected their world to an unknown civilization, they felt a collective surge of determination. Fear and fascination intertwined as they delved deeper into the unknown, the stellar gate and its mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The fate of Astoria, and possibly the world, rested in their hands, a responsibility they never asked for, but couldn't turn away from. The discovery at the meteor site had sent shockwaves through the small team. The alien symbol, etched into the rock, was tangible proof that they were dealing with a force far beyond their understanding. Yet, despite the chilling implications, the find had sparked a renewed energy amongst them, a firm resolve to unlock the mysteries of the stellar gate. Their days were now consumed with research and investigation. Dr. Lawson's barn had transformed into a hub of activity, its rustic charm replaced with stacks of books, maps, and Clara's drawings. The air in the old barn was now heavy with the scent of old paper and coffee, punctuated by the soft hum of the outdated computer and their fervent discussions. Clara was their guiding light, her connection to the alien force proving invaluable. Her drawings, once a source of fear and confusion, were now their most important tool, each symbol a potential clue. Despite the constant turmoil, Clara showed a resilience beyond her years, her childlike innocence now veiled by a maturity brought on by extraordinary circumstances. One evening, Clara was in the throes of another intense dream. her mind wandering through alien landscapes and echoes of cryptic instructions. She awoke with a start, her heart pounding as a new symbol took shape in her mind, a symbol she instinctively knew was crucial. In the heart of the barn, under the soft glow of an old lamp, Clara etched the new symbol onto paper. The symbol was complex, a confluence of alien and familiar elements, its design echoing the grandeur of the stellar gate from her dream. When she shared her revelation, her companions exchanged glances of awe and apprehension. Dr. Lawson, his scholarly demeanor cracked by sleepless nights, immediately began cross-referencing the symbol with the ancient Sumerian texts. As hours slipped into the early morning, the symbol finally revealed its secret. It wasn't merely a symbol, it was a map. The various elements of the symbol were indicative of the geographical features of Astoria, with the central motif pointing towards an area at the edge of the town. A place steeped in local legends and dismissed as mere folklore, the Caverns of Whispering Shadows. The realization sent a thrill of discovery through them. The stellar gate, they concluded, must be hidden within the caverns, awaiting discovery. As they shared anxious glances, they felt the weight of their task. The unknown was no longer a distant, abstract fear. It was real, tangible, and waiting in the shadows of their own town. As they prepared to venture into the caverns, they felt the eerie silence of Astoria wrap around them. The town, usually bursting with life, now held its breath, its fate entwined with the four individuals who were on the brink of a cosmic revelation. The unknown was beckoning them, its call echoing through the whispering shadows. The stellar gate was within their reach, its secrets waiting to be unraveled in the heart of Astoria. Astoria was ensnared in a cocoon of tension, the fear of the unknown blending with the early morning fog that had settled over the town. Beneath the veneer of tranquility, an undercurrent of fear pulsed, as the townsfolk found their lives at the mercy of an alien intrigue they barely understood. However, for Clara, Dr. Lawson, Sam, and Rose, this was the day they would venture into the heart of the mystery. The Caverns of Whispering Shadows had, until now, been nothing more than a local legend, a tall tale shared around bonfires, of whispered voices and ghostly apparitions. Today, it was their destination. Laden with torchlights, maps, and Clara's drawings, they embarked on their journey, each step heavy with anticipation and a shared sense of purpose. As they approached the caverns, an air of eeriness hung over the landscape. The entrance was a gaping maw, a portal into the unknown shrouded by the shadows of overhanging trees, and the chilling folklore that surrounded it. The caverns had never been fully explored, and as they stepped inside, the cave's mouth swallowed them into its haunting embrace. Inside, the damp, earthy smell of the cave filled their nostrils, the echo of their footsteps bouncing off the stone walls. Their torchlights danced over the rough surfaces, creating eerie patterns that sparked their imagination with dreadful possibilities. Clara led the way, her grip tightening on the sketch of the stellar gate. The further they ventured, the stronger she felt the pull of the unknown, an unseen force guiding her deeper into the cavern. Despite the mounting fear, there was an exhilarating sense of adventure, a pulse of energy that propelled them forward. Their journey took them through a maze of stone corridors and expansive chambers, each turn a new exploration. On several occasions, they stumbled upon ancient drawings and symbols etched into the cave walls, their origins lost to time. Each symbol was a testament to the cave's connection to the alien mystery, their presence sending a ripple of excitement through the group. Hours into their search, they stumbled upon a large, hidden chamber. At its heart was a colossal structure, bathed in a strange, pulsating glow that seemed to emanate from the cave walls themselves. The structure was a mirror image of the stellar gate from Clara's dreams, its alien elegance standing in stark contrast to the rugged cave surroundings. Its surface was adorned with the alien symbols, their glow pulsating in rhythm with the structure. The sight of the stellar gate left them in awe. They were standing at the precipice of a cosmic revelation, the gateway to an alien world standing before them in its spectral beauty. The sight filled them with an amalgamation of dread and anticipation. They had found what they were looking for. As they stood there, taking in the moment, they knew their lives were irrevocably altered. They had delved into the unknown, brought a piece of the cosmos into their small town, and now they were on the brink of unlocking its secrets. The whispering shadows had finally revealed their secret, and the gate to another dimension was a reality they were now destined to explore. Standing in the heart of the cavern, under the spectral glow of the stellar gate, the team felt the weight of the universe pressing on their shoulders. Clara, with her fingers tracing over the alien symbols, was their beacon. Her connection to the extraterrestrials made her the natural choice to decipher the gate's workings. Clara, despite her youth, seemed to understand the enormity of the task. She closed her eyes, her mind reaching out into the cosmos, searching for the guidance she so desperately needed. Meanwhile, the others held their breath, their gazes fixed on the young girl, their beacon of hope amidst an alien reality. As Clara's fingers danced across the symbols, a warm, glowing light pulsated from the gate, illuminating the cavern in a spectacle of otherworldly beauty. Her connection to the extraterrestrials began to manifest in ways they hadn't witnessed before. The symbols on the gate started to shift and turn, forming intricate patterns that echoed across the cave walls. Dr. Lawson, Sam, and Rose watched in awe, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The gate was alive, reacting to Clara's touch. The air was thick with the metallic tang of cosmic energy, and a low hum filled the cavern, the sound reverberating in their bones. Then Clara's voice cut through the hum, her words as alien as the symbols on the gate. She was speaking the language of the extraterrestrials, her words resonating with the energy of the gate. Her small frame was rigid, her eyes glowing with the same spectral light as the gate. As she continued to speak, a blinding light erupted from the gate. It pulsed and swirled, a vortex of pure cosmic energy that filled the cavern. Fear and excitement washed over them, leaving them breathless. When the light subsided, the stellar gate stood transformed. The alien symbols now glowed brighter, their intricate patterns hinting at an activated gateway. Clara, her voice fading, stepped back, her role as the conduit complete. She collapsed, exhausted, but safe in Sam's arms. They were at the beginning of a new reality. The stellar gate, now unlocked, beckoned them into the unknown. Clara had bridged the gap between their world and the extraterrestrials. Their journey had taken them further than they ever imagined, and they found themselves in uncharted territory. The fear of the unknown was potent, but there was no turning back. They were committed to seeing their mission through, for Clara, for themselves, and for their town. As they stood there, the echoes of alien communication reverberating around them, they knew they were closer than ever to uncovering the sinister plot of interdimensional abductions. The stellar gate was their next step, their journey into the unknown just beginning. With the stellar gate unlocked, an ominous silence descended upon the cavern. The gate, glowing with an ethereal light, beckoned them towards the unknown. Each of them was aware that stepping through the gate meant leaving their world behind, entering a realm beyond human comprehension. The investigators had always worked as a team, but it was Clara, their linchpin, who made the first move. Still reeling from her recent ordeal, she stood up, a determined expression on her face. She felt an unexplainable pull, an alien allure, towards the gate. As she approached, the gate responded, its glow intensifying, matching her determination. Dr. Lawson, Sam, and Rose watched her, their hearts filled with trepidation and admiration. This young girl had transformed from an innocent bystander to their courageous leader, guiding them through the unfathomable. Stepping into the gate felt like diving into a sea of light. Clara could feel the energies of the cosmos enveloping her, her senses flooded with alien perceptions. Behind her, her companions followed, their hands clasped tight in a symbol of shared resolve. As they emerged on the other side, they were greeted by a landscape that defied all their expectations. The world was vast and strange, a tapestry of surreal landscapes under a sky streaked with cosmic hues. Buildings, if they could be called that, were dotted around, their architecture blending organic and geometric forms in a symphony of alien artistry. The investigators stood there, awestruck by the spectacle before them. The fear and apprehension that had clouded their minds were momentarily forgotten, replaced by the sheer awe of their surroundings. Clara's connection to the extraterrestrials seemed stronger here. She could hear whispers, feel the alien consciousness enveloping this world. Suddenly, they were not alone. Figures began to appear, humanoid but undeniably alien. Their appearances were as varied as the landscapes around them, yet they shared an air of intelligence and benevolence. One of them, taller and more radiant than the others, approached the group. Without a word, the alien reached out a hand, a gesture of peace. Clara, without hesitation, reached out and accepted the greeting. In that moment, a connection was formed, a bridge between two worlds, two civilizations. The alien communicated, not with words, but through a series of complex emotions and images. It showed them the truth of their sinister plot, not an act of malice, but a desperate attempt at survival. Their world was dying, their existence on the brink of extinction. They needed Earth, not as conquerors, but as refugees seeking sanctuary. The revelation shook the investigators. They had come prepared to face a threat, not a plea for help. Their mission was no longer about saving their world, but about deciding the fate of two civilizations. As they stood there, amidst the alien world and its inhabitants, they realized that their journey into the unknown was far from over. They had taken their first steps into a larger universe, their lives now intertwined with the fate of the extraterrestrials. Back in Astoria, the stellar gate pulsed with a gentle light. In the caverns of whispering shadows, the whispers had stopped. The secret of the stellar gate had been unveiled, opening the door to a cosmic reality that was far more complex and heartrending than they had imagined. The story of the stellar intrusion was only just beginning. And so, dear listeners, we close this chapter of Stellar Intrusion, The Whispering Shadows. We've walked through the stellar gate, brushed against alien consciousness, and faced truths more haunting than any ghost story. But remember, the dark corners of the cosmos hold more secrets, and Astoria's tale is far from over. I am your host, reminding you that no matter where you are, the stars above carry tales of terror and wonder, waiting for those brave enough to listen. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, and your ears tuned to our scary stories. This is our Scary Stories signing off for tonight.